All right, it's earlage time. This year has been kind of strange. We've been doing things in different orders because it's been so dry that things were kind of a little different. Our first corn, which is normally our earlage corn, we took off for silage because we thought we didn't have the ears on it to make good earlage. So, but we're starting it at earlage now, so we have all the silage in the bunk, and we're gonna start earlage today. We're gonna try to do one bag today. We're chopping our corn at the other property, and then we're gonna take some from the neighbor too. So hopefully we can get this bag filled. The goal is just to get enough to fill this one bag for now. And then our barley corn out there is gonna be next, and we're gonna take that off for earlage too. But that'll be a little bit yet, not today. So we're here at the bagger, starting. We have a couple loads in already, and it's going good so far. We'll see how the day goes and try to get her in the bag. We got the Magnum on the bagger today. We're running trucks today because we're bringing the corn in from the other property, so it's a little further, and it's kind of far to run wagons, so we're gonna run trucks. So we have tractors free, so we have our own tractor on the bagger today, and see how it does. Finishing up the feeding, and then he's going to take my place on the bagger here in a little bit, but got to get the feeding done first, then we can get on to the next things. Grab some tools quick, but there's a little valve that sends coolant to the heater core that's up in the cab. I'm pretty sure that the leak is up there because the coolant is coming out where the air conditioner normally vents down. So I need to grab a couple tools here quick. We're gonna shut that valve off and just not send coolant up to the radiator, or up to the heater core. And hopefully that'll be okay for them for today. We'll figure it out later. All right, I think we got the coolant leak stopped. So that's good. We add some coolant, and I think that should do it for us now. I think that might have been leaking there for a little while because I put some coolant in before we started today, and I put 2 gallons in and it didn't quite fill it up. So definitely was a little bit low. So hopefully that takes care of it for today. I think we got the bagger set where we want it to now. So when you're running the bagger, you apply the brakes on the tractor or on the bagger to hold back and pack the stuff tight in the bag. So there's markers on the sides of the bag, and you use those markers to measure how much stretch you're getting in the plastic. So you want a certain amount of stretch, and the maximum stretch is 11 inches on the bag, and we were running at like 10 1/4, and you could see that the bag wasn't getting filled out quite right, wasn't packing it quite tight enough. So I think we got it set now. You could see where we started getting it packed tight the whole way. So now we're running at like 10 1/2 inches. I guess it's better. We want to pack this as tight as we can. The tighter the better, obviously, but you can't overpack it that you're going to break the bag. So I think we're set now, so we'll see how it goes. See right there? We weren't kind of filling out the bag quite right. But here I think we're good. So I think we got it set. All right, we're all finished up in the Mountjoy property. Now we're going to the neighbor's property, and we're gonna take off about 12 acres there. So I just ran over here to show them where to go, and we'll get them started over here. So today we're taking off a product we call Earlage, and if you guys have been around our channel for a little while, you know what that is. But if not, Earlage is a forage product that's just the ear. So basically, we have a combine head, a snapper head on the chopper, and that takes off just the ear off the stalk and chops it up and sends it on through the chopper. So it gives us a forage product that's our high energy component in our rations. It's just the cob and the ear, like the cob and the kernels. So it's a higher energy forage than corn silage. That's, like I said, our high energy component that we use in the rations. So we feed a lot of earlage, and we grow most of our own, but the last couple years we've had to look for some neighbors who wanted to sell some earlage too, because we didn't have enough. So did you guys see that? There's a big buck that just came out of the cornfield. All right, so we just finished up with the neighbors here close by. We're just trying to figure out how many more loads we need to fill the bag. We want to fill the bag ideally full, but we don't want to get too much chopped that we can't fit in the bag. But it looks like we probably are going to be on the other side and we don't have enough. So we're headed back over to Earl's brother's place to get some earlage there, and we'll see how we make out. I think we should be close, and hopefully we can fill up the bag. So. How's it looking?
Pretty good. Somewhere 10 1/4 to 10 3/4.
Okay. Okay, so next adventure for today, we're gonna go look at another pressure washer. Our pressure washer gets used a lot, and man, we've been fixing that thing for forever. It just broke again. The pump broke loose from the motor. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but that's the second time it did that. And the burner is not working anymore. So there's something wrong with the with the ignition part of that burner. It started smoking the other day when we were using it. So anyway, I thought, you know what, maybe it's time to look for something else. So I jumped on Facebook Marketplace and I found a pressure washer for sale that's a year old. That's about 20 minutes from our house. So I'm gonna run over and take a look at it. Hopefully it'll do the job for us and we can get back in action, because we use the pressure washer several times a week, and just needs to be ready to go. We use it for mainly, I mean, of course, for washing equipment and all that kind of stuff, but also for washing out calf stalls. So every week we clean out the 5 calves that got weaned. We clean out the stalls, pressure wash everything. So gets used quite a bit, and I'm just tired of fixing the other one. So. That looks familiar. All right, well, we decided to go for it. So we'll see if that was a good decision or not. But it seems like it'll be a good fit for us. Gotta fix up the tire. There's one flat tire on it, but he knocked 50 bucks off, so I felt like it was worth it. We'll see. I gotta head back to the farm, see how they're making out with finishing up that chopping. Load in the bag, and it worked out almost perfect. So we're just starting to come up on the hill here a little bit, but it'll be fine. We'll pull the bag out, get her sealed up, and that's our first earlage bag. So got more to come. So we got a little bit of a problem here. I just realized that we are running out of bag, and we filled it about 10 feet past where the stop was. This little mark here is the stop. I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll just pack it in tight. I guess it's gonna spill out a little bit, so we'll have to see what happens. All right, that's the last of it, but we're gonna have to see what we're gonna need to do about closing this bag up. All right, we're gonna just let this sit here for tonight, and hopefully what's in there will pack in nice and tight, and then when we pull the bagger away, maybe not so much will spill out. We'll definitely have some cleanup work to do in the morning, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll just feed whatever falls out and get her cleaned up and sealed up. All right, it's the next day, and I wasn't here when they got this sealed up, but we were able to get the bag all sealed up, and even though we filled it right to the end, so actually looks great. So I think that's gonna work out perfect.